Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing to you the much awaited video for the hand-rolled paper beads. What you're going to need is a magazine of some sort. I've got National Geographic because it has a lot of really cool photos and stuff. And then you're going to need some Mod Podge, which is a sealant. After you make your paper beads, you're going to want to seal it with something. I use Mod Podge. You can use all kinds of other things. I tried Mini Max, which you can find at, I guess, any kind of like Home Depot, I guess, and places like that, Lowe's. But anyway, so I use like an old jar, food jar, and I just pour my Mod Podge in there. I buy my Mod Podge by the gallon because I use a lot of it because I make a lot of beads. You can tell by what I'm wearing. And I show you the gallon size. The gallon size of the Mod Podge is like this. I get it on Amazon. And it lasts a long time because, you know, the beads are really small. And sometimes I use it for other projects as well. So, and after you have that, you might want to have some water so you can clean your brush at the end that you use. And then you're going to want to have an actual brush to put your Mod Podge onto the beads and to seal them. I just use an old nail enamel brush, so that works. If you want to buy a paintbrush, a fine little small fine tip paintbrush, you can, that's fine. Whatever works for you. I just recycle all the time. So anyway, and of course you're going to need scissors, and if you want, you can use get a damp rag in case your hands get all nasty and gooey. I don't mind so much. I just wait. I use the cleanup for afterwards. And if I really get gooey and sticky, I just put my hands in that warm water that I just showed you, and that gets off really good. So let me show you how I do it. First of all, I start off with, try to find the paper or the design within the magazine that I want to use. And let me just grab one. Usually depends on what colors, these days, which colors strike out at me. I used to just make them with just any old paper or whatever. I still do, but I mean now I'm being more particular, and I need more blue beads, and mixed with green would be good. So look at that. I tear out the piece of paper out of the magazine. Then I cut into strips. See, just like, you know, vertical strips. Anyway, I won't show you all of it, but see, like these strips. You look at each side of the strip and you can decide which design looks most interesting. See, this side, it has green and blue. The other side, it has green and blue, and then it has this little thing there. So, what I like to do is find the most interesting part and grab a toothpick. Okay, I forgot to tell you. You need toothpicks and you need styrofoam. Find some old styrofoam. You can find it anywhere, I'm sure, within packaging or whatever. This looks all beat up because I use it a lot. But whatever, find some styrofoam and toothpicks. That works really well for me. If you don't have toothpicks, you can also use skewers as well. And that's all I can think of that you can use for it. So you take the one strip of paper and you take your toothpick. Now I think, like, I'm going to want this side because when you finish rolling it, it's going to end up with this color. I don't know if you can see it good. So what I do, here I'll show you, upward. I just put one end of the paper onto the toothpick and just slowly roll it. Roll it. You see that? See how I'm rolling it? And see how the design is changing as I roll it? And it's looking kind of interesting. If you see a part of the design that you like before you finish rolling it, sometimes I do this, Like, I really like, oops, toothpick came out. I really like this kind of design. So what I did was what I could do is cut that off right there. But if not, you can just keep rolling it till you get to the bottom of the strip of paper. See? Like that, right there. Then you want to have your Mod Podge available because you're going to seal it. So you take your brush and then you just put a little bit of Mod Podge on there to seal it. And then you just hold it down for like a few seconds, maybe 5 seconds. See that? And then what you want to do is you want to seal it. And this is how you seal it. See? I'll just show you. You just paint it on there. I like to use 2 to 3 coats of Mod Podge on the beads. That way it really seals it really good. The paper won't tear. It'll be very durable and sturdy. So that's how you make it. And then, whoa, it fell. Sometimes they fall. It's okay. It's a messy job. Sometimes they fall and you get dirty. So wear clothing that you can get dirty in. So this is what it looks like when you cover it with the Mod Podge, pretty much. I like to do, and then I put it onto the styrofoam right here. Stick it on there to dry. I like to air it out outside in fresh air. And then you're going to want to let it dry overnight. All your beads that you make overnight. After they dry, I like giving them another coat and then another coat, like 3 coats, and then it makes it really strong. I tried making the beads without any coating on them, and it's just paper. I just sealed it with glue, and they tear up, and it just doesn't look too good. It looks kind of crappy. So sealing them is very important because it makes the paper more durable and sturdy, like a regular, almost like a regular bead. So I hope that helped you guys out in the least bit. I can show you some of what I've got on to give you an example what you can do with these beads when you're done making them. See if I can find the ones that I make. All kinds of, whoops, mess my hair up, I don't care. Oops, it's stuck. Okay, whatever. I make all kinds of paper beads, and this one specifically is made with some of the regular paper beads rolled up from magazine. See that? Here's that. And the other ones where you see the words on there, these are paper beads that I use where it didn't have a bunch of writing on the paper. So after I sealed it, I wrote on them, see that it says wise, and this says goddess. And I wrote on them, or drew designs on them with a Sharpie pen. And then there's some in here. Well, is there? No, that's my other necklace. But anyway, I'll save that for another video. But yeah, you can make necklaces. This charm right here, goddess charm I have on here, this is polymer clay. So, and I strung it, with a guitar strap. Not guitar strap, guitar string is what I meant to say. And it's really sturdy, and I've enclosed it too on the back here. Yeah, you can make jewelry with it. You can make earrings. You could make bracelets. You could make anklets. You can make all kinds of really cool things with it. You can even use these paper beads in like collage work. I'm doing a collage right now, and I've got the paper beads in it. So the creativity opportunities are endless when it comes to hand-rolled paper beads. On the next show, I'm going to show you how, several shows back, I did a show on like the paper mache beads, and I showed you how to make them step by step, and then how to paint them afterwards with nail enamel. Well, I think I'm going to take it a step further. The next show is going to be, I'll like demonstrate how they look afterwards and how you make them really pop. See what I did with some of the designs on it? These are the paper mache beads I'm talking about. Hope you're seeing it well. Different colors on them, different designs. But if you haven't seen that video, you can go back to it. It's a step-by-step on how to make these round, chunky, like rock paper beads, paper mache beads. And so what I'm going to do for the next video coming up, I'm going to make a video on how to make one of these necklaces. Pretty easy to do. And you don't have to use guitar string or bass string. You can use anything. You could use regular string, you could use yarn, you could use what's that elastic cording, the elastic cording type stuff. You could use whatever you can, whatever you need to use. Just the wire for me, we've got so much, the strings, we have so many of them, so I like to use and recycle things. So yeah, alright. I hope this paper bead instructional helped you. They're really easy to make, and there's several tutorials out there that you can look at. I just thought I'd share it with you because there are people asking for it, and here it is. So stay tuned for that next video where I incorporate the paper beads along with the paper mache beads, the hand-rolled paper beads, along with the paper mache beads. So alright, you guys have a creative day, and see you next time. Peace.